Okay. So we will be dealing with circular arches. Briefly, I will explain what is circular arch. So when you have a arch like this, and it's basically forming a circle, right? This part is the arch. So the circle is going to have a center of the circle, correct? And from the center, this would be the radius. But if I look at only the arch, this would be that point at which we will be finding out the normal thrust and etc. Right? Here you will assume two supports. I'll call this point A and point B. This is the crown, point C, which is going to have the maximum height h. Right? This is the center of your circle. If I draw a line that is passing through the center of the circle, this becomes your total diameter of the circle. Now, if this is h, okay, and this is the center, so this is one radius, this is another radius, and total is the diameter. This total is nothing but the diameter. And if I want to write it in terms of radius, I will write it as 2 times of r. Correct? So now, if this is h, what would be this distance? Remaining distance? It would be 2r minus h. Total is how much? 2r. In that h goes. So this is the remaining. So that is 2r minus h is going to be your remaining distance. What we have assumed total span L. So if this is the total span L, then this would be L by 2 and this side it would be L by 2. Okay. And if I'm assuming this to be the radius, it will be acting at an angle theta. Correct? And this is our point D, where usually in the question they give us at a point D, find the normal thrust and etc. So this is that point D, and this would be your x distance, and this would be the y distance, x intercept and y intercept. So finding x or y, or x would be given and finding the y, we used to do in parabolic by finding the distance y. Y at D is called as yd. So this is the same uh, parameters or same concept, only in terms of circles. So I will write this as 2r minus h, and this becomes, sorry, this is r total radius, this is L by 2, this is L by 2. So from properties of circle, okay, from properties of a circle, we will write here a condition or a equation, that is L by 2 into L by 2 will be equal to h into 2r minus h. Okay, that is in this total, L by 2 into L by 2 is going to be equal to h into 2r minus h, is from your properties of a circle that you're studying in your high school. Okay, from this equation, I can write an equation for r. That is, this is L square by 4 and h comes here, and then this h also comes over here with the along with the 2. So you get the final equation as h square by 8h plus h by 2. This is the equation to find the radius of that particular circle. And in this, if I'm taking this as support A and then I want to find the coordinates of D, at x and y. So that time the coordinates of this point D. Coordinate means what? Where is this point? Location of the point. How can I tell a person's location or a point's location? If I give its x and y intercepts. From A point, it is at a distance of 5 meters horizontal and 5 meters vertical. That means it is the coordinate of that point D or location of the point D. So we can give the location as x will be equal to L by 2 minus r sine of theta, and y will be equal to r cos theta minus r minus h. Okay, this can further be also reduced to h minus r into 1 minus cos of theta. So these are your x and y intercepts that we'll be finding for the point D, where we have to find the normal thrust. Okay, so this is the only change that is coming in your circular arches. That is, first you will be using the properties of a circle. L by 2 into L by 2 will be equal to this into this, that is y or h into 2r minus h. So that you will be using. Generally, when we did our parabolic arches, we use the equation y equal to 4hx by L square into L minus x. No, so instead of this, we'll be using these now. Am I clear? So only with this basics, we will start with the numerical. It is not very difficult. We'll start with the numerical, and then you will get a clear picture of it. Right? So the first numerical, a three-hinged arch, circular arch. So it will be written in the question. Three-hinged circular arch. Okay. A three-hinged circular arch at the springing and the crown points have a span of 40 meters. So I'll draw the arch directly. It is like this, and it has a span of 40 meters, meaning this. Okay, it has a span of 40 meters and a central rise of 8 meters. And the central rise means h equal to 8 meters. It carries a uniformly distributed load of 20 kilonewton per meter over left half of the span. So if from here, this is the left half till here, right? So over the left half, it carries a UDL which is of 20 kilonewton per meter over the left half and with a concentrated load of 100 kilonewton at the right span. Okay, right center span. So when I draw the right side span, and here is your 100 kilonewton, that is a point load that is acting at the center. So if this is 40, this is going to be 20, and this is 20. Correct? So in that, if this is center, so this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 10. So this is how you complete your diagram. So this is a hinge, and this is a hinge. This point also will be called as a hinge. That is why it is called as a 1, 2, 3, three-hinged arch. Okay, so this is a three-hinged circular arch. The left half has got a UDL, right has got a central point load of 100 kilonewton. Find the reactions of the support. First question, normal thrust and shear at a section 10 meters from left support. So at a distance of 10 meters from here, at this point, I'll call this point D, we have to find the normal thrust and the shear at this point D. Okay, so this is the question. Similar question we have done with parabolic arch. Now we are going to do it for circular arch. Okay, so now to start with the arch solution, you will have to draw the arch as shown in the figure here, and then first step they asked us to find the reactions. To find the reaction, what I have to do? I have to use the equations of equilibrium. That is summation f of x equal to 0, summation f of y equal to 0, and summation m equal to 0 moments. So first let us draw the free body diagram. So this is HA and this is VA, this is VB, and this is going to be HB. Now have shown HA and HB in this direction for a arch. Okay, but the same thing when I was doing the numericals for cables, I showed HA and HB like this. Do you remember? Anybody remembers the difference? This is just an assumption of your choice. But we, with practice assumption, we will see that such that we don't land up with a negative. In cables, we have taken the horizontal forces outwards, whereas in arches, we have taken the horizontal forces as inwards. Okay, only to avoid the negative sign here and there, this assumption will be done. If you're able to remember, well and good. If you're not able to remember and you say by mistake you have taken both like this or both like this or opposite manner of this, it's okay. Only the sign will change. Okay, sign convention will be changing, right? This is the sign convention in terms of arches, parabolic arches, or whether it is circular arches. This is our first sign convention. So after this, let us take moment of all the points at point B and equate them to 0. So moment at point B means here. So when I'm taking moment at this point, what all are the values that are going to come? I'll have VA into 40. Then this, the diagram is clear. VA into 40. This is going to be in a clockwise direction. So VA into 40. Then I have this 100 kilonewton which will come down like this and go anti-clockwise. So minus 100 into this distance is what? 10 minus 100 into 10 and this 20. This 20 also is going anti-clockwise. So minus this load of UDL is going to be 20 into 20. So 20 into 20 is the total load. Distance is 20 by 2, but I'm taking moment at B. So 20 by 2 plus 20. Okay. It is 20 by 2 plus 20. Any other forces? No. Equal to 0. Is this equation clear? How I got it? VA into 40, 100 into 10 anti-clockwise, 20 into 20 is the total distance. Acting at 20 by 2, but I wanted B, so 20 by 2 plus 20. That is totally going to be 30. Okay, so this is your first equation. From here, what is the only unknown in this entire equation? Only VA. So VA would be 100 into 10 plus 20 into 20 into 30 divided by 40. Entire thing divided by 40. What is the value of VA, please?
325.
325 kilonewtons. Okay. So VA, that is reaction at A, is 325 kilonewtons. Right. Now I can write summation F of Y equal to 0. In summation F of Y, it is VA plus VB minus 100 minus 20 into 20. Correct. So summation F of Y, when we write, is VA up plus VB up minus 100 down minus 20 into 20 is equal to 0. So VA plus VB is equal to 400,
500.
that is 500. So from here, VA is 325. Therefore, VB would be what? 500 minus 325. How much? 175. Okay. So you get a VB of 175 kilonewtons. Right? I found the reactions. VA and VB, vertical reactions, by taking the moment at any one point, it is moment at B generally we take, and we have got this. If you take moment at A also, you're going to get the same equation. So verticals are done. I need the horizontal. To get the horizontal, where do we take the moment? Does anyone remember arches?
C.
Where do we take moment at C? Correct. So therefore, to find H, take moment at C and equate it to 0. So moment at C, because it is what? Because it is a hinge. Moment at point C is also assumed as a hinge. So when I'm taking moment at C, MC equal to 0, what are the equations that come to moment at C if I'm going from this side? VB into 20, okay, 100 into 10, and then H into this distance. Okay, my hand is coming into picture. I'm taking moment at C, that is this point, and I'm taking the right hand side. If you take left also is fine, no issues. I'm taking right. So VB into 20 you will do first. Okay. And then 100 into 10 you will do. 100 into 10 will go like this clockwise. VB will go in anti-clockwise. So this is minus VB into 20 plus 100 into 10. And then you have this H. H goes to C in clockwise direction. So plus H into the small h, that is total height, equal to H should be equated to 0. So I write the equation moment at C, VB into 20, okay, minus 100 into 10, or minus VB, this is plus H into 8 equal to 0. From here, get the value of H, please. You know the value of VB, no? You can substitute. VB is 175 minus 175 into 20 plus 100 into 10 plus 8 times of H equal to 0. From here, get the value of H. Not sitting with the calculator.
312.5.
312.5 kilonewtons. Okay, correct. 312.5 kilonewton. So H is 312.5 kilonewton. So all the reactions are found now. You found VA, VB, and horizontal reaction, that is H. So first part, that is finding of the reactions, is done. Next, I will use the properties of a circle to find the other. So we know that at point D, we are supposed to find the normal thrust also. So let us say, let D be the point 10 meters from left support. Okay, it is given in the question. No, D is take a at D, point D, which is 10 meters from left support, get the normal thrust. So we'll name it as D, be 10 meters from the left support, where we have to find, where we should find what? Normal thrust and shear. Okay, so therefore, using properties of circle, right? When I was showing you the diagram. That is L1 into L2 will be equal to H into 2R minus H, the other part, right? So that we will write over here using the properties of circle. H into 2R minus H will be equal to L by 2 into L by 2, right? From if you remember the main figure. So let us substitute into this. H is 8, 2 into R we do not know. Again H is 8. L is how much? Is 40. 40 by 2 into 40 by 2. So what is the value of R over here? Only R is unknown. 20 into 20 divided by 8 plus 8 divided by 8. How much is the value of R you're getting? This is 8 into 2R minus 8 equal to how much? 20 into 20. So what is the value of R?
29.
Correct. Is 29 meters. R is radius, so it is in meters. You get a radius of 29 meters. Now find the slope at point D. I have to find the slope at point D, that is theta at point D. So this is something like this. Now this is your central rays, and this somewhere would be your R, and this is your that theta that have to be found. So if I want to find the slope at point D, which is equal to theta, so it would be sine inverse of 10 divided by r. What is 10 divided by r? 10 divided by r means I'm taking this triangle and this 10 distance. I want the angle theta here. Okay, like this. So this when I extend this line, if this is theta, this is going to be theta, and then form the triangle at a distance 10 meter I want. Or you can use this as your generalized equation also. Theta would be sine inverse of that horizontal distance where we are considering the point D divided by the total radius r has to be done. So here let us substitute now. Therefore, what is theta? Sine inverse of 10 divided by r is 29. What is the value of theta, please?
20.17.
20.17.
20.17 degree. So this is the slope at that point D, that is 20.17. Once you get this, then your work is simple. That is, you have to find the normal thrust and the shear at point D. So what is the equation for normal thrust and shear? Do you remember? Normal thrust N is given by H cos theta plus V sin theta, and shear is given by Q, which is radial shear, is H sin theta minus V cos theta. Simply substitute into this now. Now, when I'm considering here, what value of V will be taking? Any guesses? What value? What is the value of V? Generally, what is the V? What is V indicating here in this equation?
2R minus H.
V is 2R minus H. 2R minus H is this distance. No, what is this V in the equation? It should
Vertical.
be, it is a force, no? Now,
Vertical
normal,
forces.
yes, it is a vertical force. Now, H is a horizontal force that is acting, and V is a vertical force that is going to act. So, V at point D, I have to find. I need the V vertical force at point D at this point. So that means I need the shear force at this point V. So if I tell you that this is a beam like this, Baba, now this is the point D, and you have a VA over here, and you have a UDL here of how much? 20 kilonewton per meter, and this is 10 meters. Calculate the shear force at D. How do you calculate the shear force at D, please? How do you calculate the shear force at D? Say this is XX. So shear force at D is going to be the summation of all the forces at one side. That is, VA will be first positive, upward, then minus, this is coming down. That is 20 into 10 because it's UDL. W into L, 20 into 10. That is going to be the value of shear force at point D. So similarly, to find the vertical, before substituting into this, I thought you all know. Therefore, V would be shear force at D, that is VA minus 20 into 10. VA value is 325 minus this is going to be 200. So I'll have a value of 125 kilonewton. So then you will substitute the values of the others over here. H is, what is the value of H we got? 312. Correct? So what value of H we will put here? 312 only. So 312.5 cos of theta was how much? What was the value of theta? You got 20.1, no? 20.17 plus V would be 125 sine of 20.17. Get me the value of N, please.
Ma'am, 336.43.
336.43, correct, kilonewtons. This is the normal thrust at point D. Similarly, I have to find the radial shear Q. So again, substitute 312.5 sine of 20.17 minus V would be V value, that is 125 cos of 20.17. Get me the value of Q, please.
Ma'am, minus 9.582.
Minus 9.58 kilonewtons. This is your Q and this is your N. Any doubt with circular arch? Circular arches may only that one equation is very important. That is h into 2r minus h will be equal to L by 2 into L to get the value of r. Once you get the value of r, then rest everything will remain same. No much change is there here. Okay. Any doubts in this equation, in this problem? This is a circular arch. Any doubts? No doubts?
No, ma'am.
So we'll take one more then. We'll take one more example. Next example, example number 2. A circular arch of span L equal to 25 meters. So span L is 25 meters, small l, 25 meters with a central rise, that is H is 5 meters, hinged at the crown and at the spindle. It carries a point load of 100 kilonewton at 6 meters from left support. So P equal to 100, not visible, P equal to 100 kilonewton at 6 meters from left support means I'll take it as A. Okay, we have to calculate the reactions at the supports at the crown and the moment at 5 meters from left support. Fine. So first let us draw the diagram for this. This total L is 25. So this is 25 meters. Correct? Now you have a hinge over here. You have a hinge over here. This is your crown, which is also called as hinge only. That's why you have 3 hinged arch. This is HA. This is your VA. This is your HB. This is your BB. This is the crown C, which is at a distance of 5 meters. This total span is 25 meters and at a distance of 6 meters. So 25, that is going to be 12.5 and then 6 means here. At a distance of 6 meters at this point from A, there is a point load P of 100 kilonewtons acting. Only that is there. A point load of 100 kilonewton is acting at that point, which is at, sorry, 6 meters or 5 meters, I thought? 6 meters, no? Point load is acting at a point 6 meters. Then the question says, we have to also find a moment at one point, which is at 5 meters. Okay, we'll touch it last after the analysis. This is the basics that is given. With this first, what we have to do, we have to find the reactions, right? All your VA, VB, HA, HB, all that. H and HB are same. So I'll start with summation f of x equal to 0. So you'll have HA minus HB equal to 0, or you can write HA equal to HB equal to H, right? Then I will take summation f of y equal to 0. I have VA plus VB, VA plus VB minus 100 equal to 0. Therefore, VA plus VB will be equal to 100 kilonewtons. Okay, VA plus VB is 100 kilonewtons. Now I have to take the moment. So where we will take the moments first? Any point you want to tell? We'll take moment at B equal to 0. So when I'm taking moment at B equal to 0, VA into 25 goes into clockwise. So it is going to be moment at B is VA into 25, VA into 25 minus 100 into this distance. That is 25 minus 6. How much? 100 into 25 minus 6. How much is 25 minus 6? 19. Correct. So VA into 25 minus 100 into 19 is equal to 0. From here you get the value of VA. How much is the value of VA, please?
76.
You get 76 kilonewtons as VA. Now, we know that VA plus VB is 100 and in that VA is 76. Right? Therefore, what is VB? 100 minus 76. That is how much VB is going to be? 24 kilonewtons. So you got VA, VB, and now I have to get the value of H. To find H, what I do? I take moment at point C. Take moment at C. So when I'm taking moment at C, I can take it from anywhere. That is either I can take from here or I can take this part. Anyway, any part of your choice you can take. No hard and fast rule. So which side you want to take?
Right side.
You want to take right side? Okay, no problem. So right side, VB was your value 24. VA was how much? VA 76. So it is VB into this distance. That is VB into 12.5 anti-clockwise and plus H into 5 is equal to 0. There is no 100 will not come over here, right? So therefore it is V minus VB into half of 25, that is 12.5. VB into 12.5 plus H into 5, that is rise is equal to 0. This is rise, basically height. Okay, therefore VB we will substitute minus 24 into 12.5 plus H into 5 equal to 0. From here you get the value of H. What is the value of H, please?
60.
You're getting 60 kilonewtons, right? So your reactions, VA is 76 kilonewton, VB you got 24 kilonewton, and H you're getting 60 kilonewtons. Any doubt with this? So next I have to find the normal thrust and radial shear at point D only. That is at 6 meters. So to find that radial shear and normal thrust, I require the previous condition that we used. I need to find the value of R and then we'll go ahead. Okay. So to find the value of R, or let D be the point at 6 meters from point A. Therefore, I have to write the condition of or the properties of circle. From property of circle, I can write that L by 2 into L by 2 will be equal to R into, sorry, it is 2R minus H into H. Correct? H into 2R minus H. So we will substitute for this. L by 2. L is 25. 25 by 2 into 25 by 2 will be equal to 2 times of 5. Sorry, 2 times of R minus H. H is 5 into 5. From here, please get me the value of R. This is 12.5 into 12.5. Firstly, how much is 12.5 square?
156.25.
Yes. This is equal to 2 times R minus 5 into 5. So from here 156.25 divided by 5 minus 5 divided by 2.
18.125.
18 banta? In 13 banta?
13.125.
Yes. You've calculated correct. Whoever told me the answer, if it is Shabas, I don't know. Your answer was correct, 13, but I think you read it as 18. Okay. So your radius is how much now? 13.125. Therefore, before calculating this at this point, the normal thrust and the radial shear, I need to calculate the V at that point. Therefore, V, that is, it's visible, that is shear force at D. Have you calculate shear force at D equal to V equal to, it is going to be VA. Anything else? See, this point I want to calculate the shear force. So when I'm calculating the point at shear for at this particular point, this load will not be considered. No, it is equal to VA only. Previous case there was UDL. So I deducted the UDL. Here I cannot deduct the UDL because there is 100 kilonewton coming there only directly. So that is how much VA is 76 kilonewtons, right? Therefore, now directly substitute your normal
Ma'am,
thrust
angle.
angle. So theta. So what is the formula for theta when I'm getting the value of theta? It is sine inverse of horizontal distance. How much is given? 6 meters. Horizontal distance divided by r. Okay. So sine inverse 6 divided by r. How much you got? 13.125. What is theta?
27.20.
27.20.
0.20 degrees. So once you get the theta here, then substitute for your general equation, that is normal thrust. NT, normal thrust, which is given by N also, is H cos theta plus V sin theta. Substitute. And your radial shear equal to Q is H sin theta minus V cos theta. It's not visible. Substitute. H value is going to remain same, that is 60 cos of 27.20 plus V value is how much you got? V equal to VA only, 76 sine of 27.20. Similarly for this. Get me the values please.
Ma'am, N is equal
88.10.
to 88.10.
88.10. Okay, kilonewtons. And the other one?
Ma'am, minus 40.169.
Kilonewtons. Okay. There is a continuation third question also to this. My handwriting has become very bad. Ignore, okay? My handwriting is not this bad basically, but on the book it is different. Writing on board and writing on whiteboard is totally different. It's not as beautiful as it looks. Next, there is one more sub question to this. We have to find the moment, okay, at 5 meters from left support. Now, this is our arch, and we had fixed a point D here, not D, we didn't fix a point D. At this point where there was 100 kilonewton, we took this as point D, and this was 6 meters to us. Now at 5 meters from here, I have to take this point as point D, and I have to find the moment at that point D. Question is that moment at 5 meters from left support. Okay. Now this 100 is at 6 meters and this is 5 meters, D point. I have to find the moment at that point. How do we go ahead? If I want to take moment at that, what would be my equation? Any guesses? How do we go ahead with this? I need this y distance because your h into yd. So this yd. How do I get that yd? I will have VA into 5 and H into YD, Baba. Correct? Moment at D. When I'm writing, say moment at D, here I have a VA coming. So VA into 5, okay, VA into 5 because it is clockwise, minus H goes like this anti-clockwise, minus H into distance is YD. How do I calculate YD? So there is an equation also from geometry if you draw, or even if not from the geometry also, your equation for YD is, it is going to be h minus r into 1 minus cos of theta. I had written this equation when I started the class. Okay, now you know the theta. What was your theta value? 20?
27.2.
27.20.
27.20. So you have to substitute that theta value, get the value of yd, and then take the moment at that particular point. Okay, I want you to try this. You know the value of theta, you know the value of h is 5. The radius was 13 point something you got, no? How much is the radius? 18 or 13? 18, no? Sorry.
18.
Yeah, 18.125 into 1 minus cos of theta is 21.2 something. So what is the value of yd you get here?
354.26.
Y would be less than this, no? 5 meters.
Ma'am,
2.9.
13.125, ma'am, R.
R is 13, no?
Yes, ma'am.
2.9 men by.
By 2.9 meters. See, I'm telling you this distance. YD is this distance, this one. So this crown is 5 meters. So I need YD. That would be less than 5 meters. So that VA into 5 minus H into YD, I will substitute. H value you know, will substitute into this equation and get the value of moment. Okay. I have got a different value for theta also. I will just cross check. But the procedure remains same. I'll just cross check with this and I'll give you the right solution whether we are right or wrong. Okay, is that
Ma'am,
okay?
theta 27.2.
Huh. 27. Okay, 27. Okay, fine. No problem. And what about your, what is the equation for your theta? Theta equation, what we took was, somewhere some value has gone wrong. Sine inverse of 6
6 by R.
divided by r. Okay. But
Ma'am,
now
YD
theta
value
changes, no? Now
3.
theta
And YD value is 3.54. YD value.
YD value. Yes, but before going to YD value, tell me that theta what I found was at this point, correct? Now if I want theta at this point, I'll have to substitute as sine inverse of, instead of 6, I will take 5 by r, no?
Yes, ma'am.
You're getting my point. This theta is going to be different. This theta was at point D, which is at 6 meters. Now I want that theta at point D, which is at 5 meters. What is this theta value, please? Sine inverse of
Ma'am,
5 by,
22.39.
you're getting theta 22.39. Okay. 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 Radius also is different value. Radius also will change. Equation is L by 2 into L by 2 is equal to R. Sorry.
R is equal to 18.125.
No, agade wrong calculate ಮಾಡಿವಿ na. 2R
Yes,
minus
ma'am.
5. R value is 18.125. I'll also check. I assume that you all have done it right. 25 by 2 into 25 by 2 is equal to H is 5 into 2R minus 5. So correct. This is divided by 5 plus 5. Okay, divided by 2. R is 18.125. That's why the values are varying. R is 18 people. So once you get R value, then based on this R, your theta value will change. 5 divided by 18. So 5 divided by answer. And sine inverse of this answer. How much is your theta?
16.01.
Okay, okay. So R
So
is
5 by R.
5 by R. Now, previous also 6 by R also has to be corrected. And this is 5 by R for YD. Then based on this YD, you will find the moment value. Okay, what class you have now? 11:20. What time of class starts?
Ma'am,
11:25.
11.25.